All right, happy Wednesday morning. I already did a craft this morning. Well, I started it last night. This is last night. Um, but I finished it this morning because I don't have to go to work today. I have a doctor's appointment. I know it's crazy, but when you're a working person, man, you want a doctor's appointment so you can have a day off. Um, so yeah, I figured since both of my parents had cancer last year, I'm going to go get some genetic counseling to see what the likelihood I'm going to develop it and get some tips for how to avoid it if possible. So that's what I'm doing today. But before then, I've got hours that I don't have anything to do, so I'm crafting to get ready for my craft fair in my driveway in a couple of weeks. So I got this frame at the Goodwill. I don't know if it was on the outlet side where you pay by the weight, which is like dirt cheap, or if I got it on the side where, everything has an individual price. I honestly can't remember, but I paid no more than $2 for it. But the wood felt dry and dull. So I decided to add some wax to it, some antique wax, which is just the fancy way of saying brown. It makes it a little darker, gives a little more depth and a little more moisture to the wood. And I'm going to wipe it off. Antique wax is freaking awesome because it has so many purposes. You can use it for this. You can use it to antique paper item, make it look older on an ornament, on paint, whatever. It's really great. And then you wipe off however much you want, which I did. Now, I've got the glass frame. I never use the glass in a glass frame except as a base for decorations. I don't like the shiny glass look of a glass frame. My gallery wall that I made for my living room, none of the pictures have glass frames because I just think it's like, I don't know, yuck. I don't like the glass frames in picture frames. So I'm chalk painting it to be the base for the antique Christmassy picture I have to Mod Podge down, to decoupage down on here. And this is going to go in the frame. So my students and my coworker students believe that we are both off today to box each other. He told his kids he would lose because he won't hit a lady. And I said, you tell your kids you don't have to worry about that because Miss Sorrell is a woman. She can deal with it. So they think we're out there boxing today, that we're going to a boxing ring in Hampton. So I think tomorrow I'm going to go in with a fake black eye and tell the kids that that this teacher fought dirty and that we're going to have a rematch next Wednesday because my sister's coming into town and I have to be off for that. Of course, she's coming all the way from New Jersey, and this coworker teacher of mine has another procedure he has to get done. So I think that's awesome. And I'm going to get him to come in with a black eye that time the next day. I don't know if he will, but I'm trying to talk him into it. So anyway, chalk paint done. I've got to put some, what is this stuff? Some of my polyvine. I should not waste a polyvine on this part of the project, but I love the stuff. I should just use regular cheap Mod Podge. This is the picture from a nice textured cardstock bundle that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I saw it on another YouTube video last year, and oh my gosh, I love the designs of the cardstock in this bundle. I used this one on something last year as well, but I just picked the part of the picture that I wanted, and then I traced it with the glass, cut it out, and gluing it down. It's thick though, so you have to put a little more pressure to make sure you get all the bubbles out. It's not like working with tissue paper or rice paper, which is much thinner. I'm not patient. In the old days, before I thought of it, or actually before I saw it, I would just wait for stuff to dry, and it took forever. Now I'll blow dry that sucker. Little bit of extra papers. I really should have buffed this down with the sander, but a hand sand sponge. I didn't feel like finding it, guys. I haven't used it since last year. So It's all good. It's going to be stuck in the frame anyway. Layering it up with some more polyvine because I don't want the antique wax to absorb into the paper. I want it to coat the surface, which would be the polyvine. Because if you put that antique wax down on sorry, y'all hear my dog in the background, on just straight up paper, your paper is going to be brown and it's going to stay brown and it's going to look crappy. But now that I have some protection on the paper, I'm going to antique it. Now, I didn't want it all one uniform antique look, color, whatever. I wanted the edges to be darker. So I'm going to go in on the edges again, let it set for a minute, and then wipe it off. And then I'm going to sponge it back on gently with the wipe off cloth. And I'm going to wipe the middle a little harder to make it a little brighter. I just like how that looks. And y'all, I love how this project turned out. I have no plan until I start. And as I start, the plan takes place. And I'm always surprised at how nice it comes out. I mean, of course, that's my humble opinion. But that's what I think it comes out looking really nice. And it's crazy, guys. I never thought I would craft a day in my life. When I used to do Sunday school, I hated doing crafts. I hated the prep. I just didn't like it. But I love this. It's all I want to do on my free time, which is actually kind of a problem. It is really a problem. I don't want to clean. I don't want to go out of the house. I just want to do this stuff. But I mean, it's only 6 months out of the year that I'm in this mode, but I need to put it in check. I don't want the crafting to become my idol. Oh, get that dirty toy off of me, dog. Disgusting. Sorry. All right, blow drying it because I'm impatient. Using the flat, and I'm going to leave it flat. I am not going to gloss this one up because it's a rustic vibe. It's going to have a rustic vibe to it. Oh my gosh, y'all, this dog toy is wet and it's on my thigh. Ugh. I love Elvis, but he is a disgusting dog. He likes to lick my face, my ear, everything. And I make him get down, but when we're in bed, like snuggling, it's just a battle. All right, now time to just pop it back in. And I got the handy dandy cardboard backing. Going to close that up. Bam, picture's done. Now I want to dress it up because I want to sell this thing. Who's going to buy just a bland item? So it's time to craft it up a bit. So all of these Christmas picks I've been using, I got them last year at Hobby Lobby with my Christmas money. And I'm planning on doing the same thing this year. I'm taking all of my possibly all of my Christmas money, and I'm going to go stock up for next year's crafting frenzy. Look, and these things, the stems are like wire based, so I can bend them and move them around. So I took a boring old brown frame with some Santa picture in it, and now I'm making it look a little more high end. That's the trick. You make your stuff look high end because people want to buy things that are going to enhance their home decor, not like detract from it. I found these leftover little berries from something, I don't know what, and I figured the red berries would be a nice touch since the picture, the cardstock paper, has red berries in it. It came out awesome.